Can each of you tell us a fact about people may not know about Austin's Asian American population?
Not just the sheer variety of places that Asian Americans come from, but I think that most people don't think of Asian Americans both as aggregate groups and as disaggregated groups. That it's funny, we all come from different countries and different places, but in the United States we become Asians, despite the fact that we'd be coming from other national or social or cultural contexts in which we would see each other as different rather than together. So one of the really interesting things about the United States is it offers people opportunities to reinvent their own identities, forge alliances, build communities in ways that they wouldn't otherwise do.
I don't know if it's a fun fact, but I think our communities are lauded for academic and economic achievements. However, a fact for our community is that we have very high rates of poverty. And our rates of poverty are actually higher than non-Hispanic whites. In certain populations, subpopulations, we have the highest rates of poverty. And this is something that a lot of members of our society may not be aware of. And later we'll talk about the model minority myth, but and that's a part of that. Right.
I think Austinites, many Austinites often view the Asian community as recently arrived. Last 10 years, 20 years, we've seen this explosion, but there are pockets of Asian communities that have been in Austin for much longer periods of time, and in areas that may be unexpected for a lot of Austinites. In Southeast Austin, in Del Valley and areas, there's been a strong and vibrant Thai community for a very long time. There are houses of religious worship. There are pockets of Chinese residents in East Austin that have been there for a really long time. So, I think it all ties into the fact that there's just a lack of familiarity with who constitutes our communities and where they live and what they do. And they're surprising things that hopefully we'll talk a lot more about tonight.
I would say one fun fact is that the idea of the tiger parent is a myth, that in general, Asian parents are actually more supportive, and Asian teenagers tend to rebel less than teenagers from other ethnic minorities.